Hello, hello, hello. How is it going? Um, it is going good for me. I have been doing a lot of work. I would say at this point, I am more than halfway done ish. Clank. Wow. Long time, dude. Long time. How goes it? How goes it? Oh, I have been working on this crazy drainage perimeter project. Had to get an understandable if it's been that long. Okay, so what do I need to do? I have a bunch of wet sponges that I actually need to dry off in the nether. Good. How have I been? I've been good. I've been good. Been doing a lot of Minecrafting. That's my thing. Actually, I'm gonna wait till it's nighttime so I could sleep before we go to the nether. Lots and lots of Minecrafting. This project's been kind of ridiculous and has been taking me a couple months now. It's going to be a giant perimeter when it's done. I have this crazy ambition to like go as nuts as removing all of the bedrock too once I get down there. There's a couple like bedrock removing flying machines I might try, but I have this cool like void build I want to do. You can never commit to that. I mean, I've committed like my entire life to Minecraft, I feel like, outside of work for the past 3 years at this point. So it's kind of like I've invested. I'm in it fully, wholeheartedly. I have no other life, so it's fine. Excuse me. Get out of here. Can I not hit you while you're in there? Oh, from this side. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. What are you doing? Oh, he was coming for me. He was coming for me. He was not happy. Niggy, what's up? How's it going? I have been working, and work continues. I don't know that I'm going to be able to finish draining this whole thing today, but I'm getting so close. All of that progress was actually done yesterday. Before that, it was a lot of the water sweepers that had done the majority of the work. But yesterday was the first day actually getting everything down to the stone layers. So if you think about it, for the most part, all the water used to be as high as this wall. And then I used the water sweepers and took the water all the way down to this level. So there's only like a couple more blocks left here and there, except for like there, which is probably what I want to try to get done today. So the water sweepers did the majority of the work. And then yesterday, all freaking day, I spent sponging out all these different areas. So my goal is to at least get this area done today. And if I could get that done, then I'll probably work on cleaning up some of these shallower spots. There's this one spot over here that I haven't decided what the heck I'm going to do with yet. So this goes all the way the frick down to deep slate. Like, I have no idea. I'm going to be bored for the whole evening. Oh, what's going on over here? What? Oh, dude's going to kill himself just going up and down the water over there. Oh, there his friend goes. What are they doing? And whoop. Oh, he got himself on the water. So if you're bored, basically the way I've been doing this is I have like a bunch of shulker boxes of dirt, of sand, and I got to do the same thing over there. But I'll show you. I'll bring a couple more over here if you are bored. I have basically just been gridding the whole thing out. So, like, if you consider this edge and you just go over what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I start a grid here. And I've just been gridding the whole thing out in rows with a 5 block gap. Because I find that the 5 block gap is actually pretty easy to use the sponges to clear out. I'm going to be focusing on getting this portion done because this is a lot more of a pain in the butt because it's so much deeper. And then I was going to move over there. So if you are bored and want to start gridding out any of this section, go for it. I will go get more sand shulker boxes. Oh yeah, that's how I did it with it. Yeah, it's the same concept, only it's not, those areas are not nearly as deep except for the one crazy aquifer area, since I used the water sweepers to bring them so much lower. And if you ever need sand, all of these are full shulker boxes of sand. So please feel free to pillage my storage of sand. And Encrypted has come up with an amazing design for a dirt farm, kind of extrapolated what we had first worked on like forever ago. Dude's got a dirt farm that produces 10,000 dirt per hour. After this whole thing is cleared out, my next goal is going to be to build that farm, because having that much dirt for whatever is necessary. Also, feel free to grab rockets if you need to. I got to show you this picture real quick. Where is it? This one. Oh no, open in this window. Move. This was yesterday. I went through so many elytras and shovels and pickaxes. All of those elytras were broken. I finally was like, this is just from yesterday flying around and doing this. I did the entire day, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to repair everything at night. And that's how many elytras I went to. Hello, Lowry 34. Hello. That's a stupid amount that I went through. just flying back and forth doing this nonsense. Yeah. Yep. I find myself flying around an excessive amount. I guess what I should do is clear these out now, because I think that gives me kind of a clear line here. But yeah, it's been a stupid amount of work. But it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. I think by this weekend, I should have all the water that I want to cleared out of here. I still don't know what I'm going to do with that one massive aquifer. If I'm going to take that whole thing all the way out or not, TBD. I'm eventually going to have to, but part of me doesn't know if I should sponge it or just fill it with sand. We will see. And I haven't been wasting like my sponges like crazy on this kind of stuff. The little bits left over, I usually just plop some sand in. But I got like a little over a stack-ish. Hold on, you know what? We're going to just do that to get rid of it. Of sponges that have really been working for me, which is cool. And it's very quick to do each one of these different little intersections here. Those are wet sponges. That's a wet sponge. Those are not. Okay, we'll do this one too then. Minecraft is pretty awesome. Yes, it is. I've been playing the game for pretty much 3 years now, ever since the Nether update came out. So I think it's been 3 years. But probably the game that I've spent the most amount of time in at this point. I couldn't even tell you how many hours I have in this game because I've played it in so many different ways. Maybe I could tell you in-game hours just based off statistics, but even that would be kind of inaccurate due to how much AFKing I do. Whoa, I've been playing since version 1.6. Yeah, I'm sad that I missed the early days of Minecraft. I really am. It breaks my heart kind of that I got into it so late. I didn't get to grow as much with the community because I didn't get until 1.16. Damn, I didn't see you were live for 10 minutes. That's fine. Twitch is Twitch. Twitch being twitchy. But hi, Chaos. Hello. Okay. Let's see if we can snag a few with flying here. I'm gonna go. I gotta go shopping, but since I'm kind of doing nothing all day, I'll be watching more often. Well, I appreciate any watching you're doing. Come say hi whenever you'd like, dude. Okay, what do I want to do? I think I want to get that cleared out so I don't lose any sponges first. Have fun with the ocean drain. Cannot hear. I had to mute stream. Haven't got time to continue. Okay. No worries. Good luck with it when you do. Oh, you can't hear me, so why am I talking to you? Oh no. Let's just see. Out of curiosity, statistics, general. Let's see. Time played. So 60 days. 60 days played. 60 times 24 is no. 60. Oh yeah, 60 days. 60 days times 24 hours is 1,440 hours. You know, I'll be honest, I would have expected it to be more. But then again, that's just in this world. I'd have to look at like the block breaking series and the first season of Minecraft that I did. Like there's so many other worlds that I've played on, so it would actually be kind of hard to calculate. Kind of be hard to calculate. Okay, so I want to finish draining that so I can make sure I have all of these. But we are doing well. We are doing well. If I can get this whole area drained out, I will be happy. I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to just dig out that one section over there that's a little bit higher. So that way when I make the TNT flying machines, I can make them all at the same level. Because right now it would have to be like elevated because of that weirdness. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 beacons right now working on covering the whole area. And I think if I had one more over there, that whole raised level would be covered. But the whole perimeter should be covered by beacons eventually. Or at least that's the goal. Okay, so let's do here and there and there and there. Should clear it all out. Nope, except for this weirdness down here. Great. Okay, now we'll recover all of the sponges. But yeah, this was my day yesterday. All day. From 8 in the morning till 10 at night, I was working on this. It's a very long day. My eyes were tired at the end of that day. I couldn't stream it because they were replacing our furnace, so I was kind of like I wasn't able to do anything yesterday. I just had to sit here while they were replacing the furnace in the air conditioning unit. So I was like, okay, well this is a fun thing to do, I guess. It needs to be done, and it's not like I could stream because they're making a bunch of banging and hoopla in the background. Hello, howdy. So I figured I'm gonna do this. And it's getting there, and I'm very excited about it. I have so many ideas for builds. We made Cat Kingdom. You guys, I saw actually. Okay, so I saw all the roofs got switched over to cherrywood. My friend came over to hang out the other day. And I was working on this in the morning, and he saw me and he's like, show me the world, because one of our mutual friends also played on this server. So he wanted me to like show off our friends area. So I was like, okay, I'll just take you on a server tour. So I kind of showed him around, showed him what Vic had done, showed him the castle area, showed him Cat Kingdom. And I was like, oh my God, this looks different. And it took me a minute to figure out exactly why it looked different. And then I was like, oh, they changed all the roofs to pink. I was like, oh, that's what it was. I was very confused for a minute. I'm like, why is this so different looking? Okay, we're going to take all these sponges, convert them back over. So yeah, this whole thing is about 10 times larger than an ocean monument. So what was here before is so small in the center of it. It's actually kind of crazy. It's a little nuts. But the structure that I want to build on top of it, I'll show you why it had to be so big. I kind of structured it out. The first reason is perimeter size. So let me bring up my mini HUD markers for this whole thing. So, okay. So that's perimeter size. So if I stand in the middle, everything in this giant circle is spawnable. So I need control over everything in this circle. So by clearing it out so that this circle is inside the perimeter, that means I have full control over everything. So that's the first part of it. The next part of it is these two rings here. Oh God, am I in free cam? I'm slightly worried I was going to fall off this. So the structure that I'm going to build is about that big. Basically using these two concentric rings. The inside is going to be empty, leaving the room for the spawnable stuff that I want to do at the perimeter. And the goal is going to be that when you look down over the edge of this giant circle thing, that you'll be looking straight into the void down there. So crazy ideas. I have big building plans, but I needed to make sure I could actually do all of this before I did the building. Because even if this is just a perimeter for farm stuff, that'll be great. But I really do want to do the actual creative building here too. Okay, so we want to clear out this last sliver here. And then the rest of this can be... I'll probably do lines down the whole thing, but I'll still grid them out. Because I think it's getting a little dangerously long. To the point where, like, if I'm not careful, it'll be too long and it'll start to refill. So probably cut those ones in half. Oh, I missed this back section there. And boop, boop. Sponges are cool, but they're not super intuitive to work with, especially because of the way water works and how it can reform from the corners. I don't know if this happened on stream, but when I was running the ocean sweepers, something happened and the entire area that had been cleared out where the ocean monument was refilled. And so I ended up coming up with an idea to make sure it wouldn't happen, like with this whole big perimeter. So now the corners where the water would converge and create a water source, I've lined with obsidian. So if something catastrophic happened and all of this went away and all of this went away, water sources wouldn't be able to form because this point and this point would never touch to create an infinite water source there unless the entire obsidian structure is broken, which TNT won't break obsidian, so I should be good. The only thing that could break obsidian would be a wither, and I don't think anybody's going to release a wither in the overworld, or at least by spawn in a way that would be that catastrophic. And if that did happen, hopefully it would be after I built the structure that's going to go here that is going to hold the water back anyway. But for the time being, while it's just a box that could, accidentally fold back in on itself, we have obsidian corners just to be safe. Just to be safe. You think they'll ever do sponges for lava? I would love lava sponges. Because I don't know. I kind of want to do a perimeter in the nether one day on this world. I would kind of like that. Oh, by the way, I don't know if anybody's heard. Minecraft Live finally got announced. Very exciting. Very exciting. October 15th. And they said starting October 1st is when they're going to be announcing the mob vote. I'm very excited. I kind of started to have like my own theories a little bit watching the video, because I don't know if you noticed, but the transitions between each of the different sections with the text were all like the structures and different stuff as islands. So at first my head went, oh, interesting. Why are they showing all of this stuff as like islands? And then I got this really hopeful idea that'll never happen. I'm like, what if the dimension in the ancient city opens up to a skyblock world that they're customizing and doing? And I'm like, that would be really cool. I'd love to be able to play like a skyblock world by going through a portal in vanilla. But then I was like, okay, no, I'm reading way too much into that. And then I went, you know what? What already has islands? The end already has islands. So I'm like, maybe they're hinting at something there because, there's that stuff. There's end islands. That's what the islands are saying. Again, highly doubtful, but one can hope, right? What did my friend just text me? Nard, could you show me what section I'm allowed to drain? Yeah. Okay, hold on. Wee. Even trying to respell it. So all of this, any of this over here, all this whole area, I would stay away from this section in here just because it's so freaking deep. But this whole area, any of this that is already been like lowered is totally cool. I'm just trying to clean up the area over there because that's going to be even more annoying because of how deep that is over there. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. And go sleep. Boo, 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 boo. Sleep, 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 sleep. Come on, come on, come on. She could. Okay, cool. Sleep. Okay, we've got plenty of sand. Should I bring a conduit? I haven't needed a conduit. I haven't used a conduit for anything because it's so shallow, most of those areas. And the way I've been doing this, I don't know. I personally don't see a need for it. If you think it would help you, go for it. But over there, it's hasn't been that big a deal. And the way I've been doing this has been, I found like a little bit of a rhythm where I'll make sure I can go 3 blocks high, and then I tend to drown a lot. Oh, well, don't do that. I don't think I drowned. The only time I drowned once while doing this was because I thought I was safe on one of the flying machines, and somehow I lagged out and I fell, and that's how I ended up at the bottom of the ocean. But other than that, I haven't had an instance of drowning yet, because kind of like by the time I get to the other side of doing one of these lines, I'm already back into like, I'm in air now. The way I've gridded out, like I'm already back to air before I go. So it hasn't been crazy for me. They've been pretty easy going. The only time that I guess I could run that risk is if I wasn't paying attention with how long I was down there for. I don't know. But this area only goes to here, so it's been pretty simple. Okay, keep going with this. 1, 2, 3. I actually was using, let me keep doing that. I was using sneak toggle, so that way my pinky wasn't getting an exercise while I was like placing this. My pinky halfway through the day yesterday of doing this started to hurt really badly. So I've been toggling sneak toggle on and off just so I can stay on here while I'm doing this, which is a testament to how much I was doing this yesterday. Also helps me stay low in the water too. Boop, boop, boop. I press shift with my... Wait, with your ring finger? Oh, God. How? How is that? Oh, I guess that would hurt. That's a far stretch for me. Small hands? Wait. Okay, I'm like putting my middle finger on W and then trying to hit shift with my ring finger. And that actually feels like it hurts. I guess I don't have the dexterity between those. Okay, get up. Like you could see, like if I hold on, full screen. Focus on my hand. Like the distance between my pinky and my ring finger, my pinky can stretch a ton further away than my ring finger can. I could barely get my ring finger away. But if I'm pressing W with my middle finger and I'm stretching out my pinky could go all the way over there. So like this stretch gets a heck of a workout, but I could barely get my ring finger away from my middle finger. So it doesn't quite work as well. Why won't you focus, camera? Hello? It's very much blurry. Focus broken? Boop. Where's my camera? I want to try and refocus it. Properties, configure video. It's on autofocus. It's just being derpy. You want to know what I use for sprinting? What do you use for sprinting? What is your sprint key? I put like the beginning of my pinky on my control. See, okay. Here's the thing. I have it switched. I have sprint as shift and control as crouch. I tried to play for it like super long the other way, but I find that I want to sprint more often than I'm trying to crouch. So I wanted my sprint key to be closer to my W key. So that's why I switched them. I've always played with sprint as shift. I don't know if that came from Fortnite. There's a chance that came from Fortnite. If sprinting in Fortnite is shift, that's probably why. That's the other reason I probably switched them, because I was so used to how it was in Fortnite. 1, 2, 3. So these really tall ones, I've actually been doing 4 block gaps because they're a pain in the butt. But anything shallow over there has been 5 block gaps. What did my friend say? Okay, let's see here. So that one's done. Now the question is, do I want to put a cross beam in here? Like breaking it up here-ish? How wide is this? They're all going to be, whatever I do, I'm going to keep it consistent. Let's put a little staircase up here. Boop, boop. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. Okay, so we want to go in 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So we're going to say we'll put a little divider wall here just to make things easier. I just realized I still have it on. 1, 2, 3, and crouch. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let go. 1, 2. Crouch. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, okay. So let's see how easy it is. I will turn off. I turn it off when I'm doing this. So let's see how clean it is. If it's about the same difficulty as what I was dealing with before. I need to do this back corner too, I guess. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. You had a phase where you'd sprint with Q? I could see that. I could kind of see that because it's right next to W. So would you use your ring finger then to hit Q, or would you just kind of like roll your index finger over your middle finger over to Q as you're running? So you're kind of hitting W and Q with, yes, ring finger with Q. Okay, yeah. Because I could see you doing it both ways. I could see it being possible to like just roll one finger over and just nab it. Okay, so that's the only little bit that I need to do to clear out. So each section is going to take about half the amount of sponges. A little less than half the amount of sponges. That's not awful. That could have been crazier. That could have been crazier. Yeah, I knew that this section and that one section down to deep slate were going to be the ones that were just a nightmare. You know what's also crazy? In this perimeter, I found that there is a copper ore vein and an iron ore vein, both inside the perimeter. So I'm like, oh, not that I have farms for both, but I kind of want to see what happens if I try digging those out. The iron ore vein is on the other side, and the copper ore vein kind of starts over here. The only reason I know that, yeah, here's where the iron ore vein starts, is I found blocks of both iron, raw iron and raw copper as I've been like digging. I think I found the iron over there when I was digging and putting the beacon in. This place gets very dangerous at night, so I have been like trying to keep an eye on sleeping regularly, because yeah, being a giant perimeter like this, the whole thing becomes a dangerous mob farm. I'm probably, now that I'm on the other side, gonna grab my bed and just leave it with me over there. Okay, let's sleep and we'll bring my bed with me. It is very dangerous. Very dangerous mob farm. Oop, that's my bed. That's my bed. So I was going to stream 1 to 2, 2 to 3 till like 3 o'clock, which is why I started a little early today, because Scar posted that around 3 o'clock he's doing decked out runs. And I may still be obsessed with decked out. I've went back and watched every single video I missed from the weekend on decked out, and I've caught up on all the streams of people playing decked out. So yeah, I'm very much obsessed with decked out, and if he's gonna be streaming at 3 o'clock, I'm gonna go then and watch his stream, which is why I started earlier. Encrypted, what's up, dude? So we're getting close. We're getting very close to having this thing cleared out. You've watched a lot of them. Yeah, I went back and finished Tango. The couple hours that I missed from the beginning of Tango's stream, I caught up on finally. Oh, I feel like I'm missing some. I'm missing one. Where is it? There it is. Oh, I'm missing more than one. Yeah, I'm missing two. That makes sense. So I've definitely caught up. It's been fun. Here's a question for you. I don't know if you've seen this or if you could explain this to me. I have an assumption on what it is, but have you seen when he's like flying around down there? I must have missed an episode earlier on when he did this, where he has an observer facing into an oak sapling on a dirt block with a torch next to it. Is that some type of randomizer when the sapling tries to grow? Does it set off an observer or something? I don't know if you've seen that in his streams, but every time I see it, I'm like, what is that? I think so. I remember him working on that forever ago, but can't really remember what it does. Yeah, my assumption was it had to be a randomizer of some kind. But I'm blown away. Oh, I missed. By the fact that, like, I never thought that the observer would be able to detect when it tried to grow. Seems really interesting. But if that is a randomizer, I may have to use that in the future as a concept. I haven't tested it out in creative or anything. I just saw it the other day and it's like, what could that be? It's a really neat idea if that is what it is. Honestly, whatever it is probably a neat idea that I just need to learn about. Some interesting mechanic beyond me. I think it does detect when it attempts to grow, even if it fails. See, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool then. Okay, so we got to do this section. I would say I am more than halfway done. Got to this point yesterday. I'm not going to be able to spend as long as this today, but the goal is by Monday to have this whole place cleared out. And then we're going to take a break from this. And that's when I'm finally going to do the dirt farm of doom. Remember he had a lot more complicated of system, whatever it was before viewer told him to try that, but don't really remember the context of what he was trying to do. I'll have to check. I'll have to just test it out in creative and see what happens. We will see. I don't really have like a need for a randomizer, I guess, but it would be good to know. Any weird little tricks like that with redstone, just having it in the toolbox for the future would be awesome. Would be pretty cool. Oh god. Come on. Drain. Amazing. I was thinking, I've been watching a lot of the Phasmo streams, and I was trying to think if there would be a way for those guys to make Phasmophobia in Minecraft. I was like, that would be a very cool project if somebody did that. You want to get those guys really sucked in. Phasmophobia in Minecraft. I mean, so many games have been able to be made in Minecraft. I still feel bad about Tango trying to make Among Us in Minecraft. That did not go well for them. I forget, was he, when was he trying to do that? That wasn't season. He wasn't crazy enough to try and do that in season 8. Was he? He wasn't doing that in season 8. That must have been the end of season 7 or something. I don't remember when he was doing that. It's all a big blur to me now. Because season 7 was decked out. But maybe after decked out he went and tried to do that. I can't remember. It was season 7, so he must have tried to do it after decked out. Only one giant game a season. Yeah, I feel bad about that because I remember, like, I think they only played it once. Which is a bummer. Oh my god, there's such a big cave underneath this. Yeah, there's a lot underneath there. There's some caves that are like huge aquifers I'm gonna have to deal with. But I won't be dealing with those until like they're fully exposed by the flying machines, by the TNT dupers, which that's going to be a whole other thing. I haven't decided how I'm going to do those yet. Because I could do one of those ones that Doc used where I could just make one and it basically works like a 3D printer and just goes dee, 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 back and forth, covering the whole thing. Or I could do like what I've done with the drainage machines and do just a series of them. Obviously, one that just goes back and forth and slowly like scales over has its limitations because I don't know of a good way to then push the whole device to a new Y level. So that could be a problem. 3D printers, I'm going to be using those soon at school. Really? What are you going to be using them for at school? Guess he was like, wow, people like Decked Out and just wanted to continue that momentum with another game. It's totally fair. You know, and I hope people played it with the world download. Just trying stuff out. I've never actually gotten to use a 3D printer before. They seem like such a cool idea, and on movie sets a lot of times now, a lot of props and stuff they'll make with 3D printers. So I work with a lot of stuff that, you know, is done on a 3D printer, but I've never got to work with one myself. Not something that my specific job necessarily would use. It is awesome to see how many people have been like on the Decked Out train lately. I feel bad comparing like Decked Out to TCG, but I'm curious to see which ones, like I know how long it took TCG's hype to die out. And I'm curious to see if Tango is able to mitigate that with Decked Out. And it's totally understandable. These things can only remain super popular for so long before people get bored with them. You know, I'm still very excited to get my signed TCG cards around Christmas. I ordered a bunch of signed ones and a starter deck set. So I'm very excited for those to come in. Okay, so we've got up to here now. I don't have a bunch of sand left, so we're going to clear out this sand and use this to regrid the next couple sections. I think that worked out pretty well, doing that middle divider and then going in quadrants like that, as opposed to like trying to do super long runs of it. I think that's what I'm gonna go with, is just doing that. Oh, I just remembered I was gonna play games with some friends. All good, no worries. If you're bored at any time, feel free to come on and keep going. This project's gonna be long going, and this whole area that I'm standing on over here, if you're ever bored and want to just dig this out, I think the goal is going to be to lower it to the same level as everything else. But I will catch you later. Have a good rest of your day and enjoy your games with friends. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna clear some of these areas so that I could just keep moving these over. Also, I don't want to get too far behind with how much sand has been left being placed. Because I kind of want to keep the area clean where there has already been drainage happening. So I should probably start from the other side. Where did I put my bed? I should put my bed somewhere that is not going to go away. So like this is going to go away. So we're not going to put the bed there. Let's put the bed right here. I think that's a safe spot for the bed. That is a safe spot for the bed. Okay. Yeah, this has been one heck of a project. It's nice though. Nice to have a really like long project like this. I think my camera is still out of focus. Okay, if I do this, and then I slowly... No? Okay, hold on. Maybe I should set a manual focus. Focus. Auto. What? Weird. Wait. What? Oh, wrong computer to do that on. So that is fully back focused. I can't focus further. Oh, what does that mean then? If I can't focus back any further, where is it focused to? I may need to update the firmware on this thing. It's like only focus. That's as far as it goes. So that's super close focus. Whoa, how close of a focus is that? Oh my God, that's my fingerprint focus. That's on passing focus. No, I don't see it. It's really annoying. Either that or the camera itself got messed up. I really don't want to buy a new webcam. Oh my God, that is the second. I don't know what's going on, but Twitch is like getting a lot of spam lately. A lot of spammy spam. Deny. So how we all feeling about the Unity stuff and Unity charging per, what is it now? Going to be download instead of purchase of games. Yeah, what kind of crap is that, huh? Nobody's happy about that. I liked Unity. Unity is what me and my wife were using to program games and stuff. But now, yikes. I don't know who made that decision, but not a good idea. Not a good idea. The backlash has been strong and swift. I'll be curious to see how many people leave Unity. Don't know a ton about it, just know people are angry. I think the basic anger comes from the fact that they're going to be charging people who use Unity to sell products on a basis of how often the games that they make on Unity are downloaded, which is not great, because if people are doing it that way, they could have ways around spending money for the game. And that just means that the developers might not be getting paid for a game, but are still getting charged for people downloading the game, which is kind of crappy for developers. So, and not a good situation. Not a good situation at all. There's a lot of people talking about switching over to Unreal Engine now, since Unity was kind of like, I don't know, the last holdout for indie developers. I don't know what the charging structure is for Unreal, but I would imagine it's smarter than what Unity is doing. The people over at Epic are definitely more not going to screw people over like that. Well, they might, but I think they have had a better track record of how their product actually will be monetized compared to what's going on with these people over at Unity. I did see though that the CEO, Tim Sweeney, I think his name was, is actually stepping down from Epic. So who knows how quickly things could change over there too. Nothing is safe. You bring in one CEO who just wants to make more of a profit and everybody gets screwed. Nothing is safe. I feel like we've learned that with Twitter and with Reddit. Like nothing is safe. Nothing is sacred. You can't count on anything. The social media market and internet in general is not reliable. Okay. Cleaning up, cleaning up, cleaning up. My inventory is almost full, so I feel like I should go place a bunch of this now. Although there's a bunch of just sand sitting around here. So we'll grab all this. And then we will... No, that's enough. That's enough. These are all dry sponges too, right? Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want to go from here. I found that if I go fast enough with placing this, water doesn't spill out everywhere. Like, that's crazy to me. If I go too slow, though, it causes the water to, like, act all goofy. 1, 1, 2. Okay, options, controls, sneak, toggle. There we go. 1, 2, 3. I need a shortcut to turn sneak toggle on and off. That would be useful right about now, because I keep going in there to do it. Because when I'm placing the sponges, I don't like using it, but when I'm placing the sand, I think it's super useful. So I'm not floating around in the water a bunch. It's just easier to navigate the water with sneak lock on. And I really don't want to hurt my pinky again today. It was very annoying yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now I think we're at a point. 1, 2, 3. We're almost to the other side. Yeah, I see the border here. Okay, so that's the end. Excellent. Maybe I should just go through and grid this out before I sponge it. Try and use all of the sand that I've had. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, fun times, fun times. Leveling all this out. Did I only go over 3? Oh, I made this one really skinny. Whoops. My maths were off. Actually, that's really just counting. I don't think counting counts as... Well, counting should count under maths. Maths. Oh, I've been listening to too many European stalking. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I think the gridding out is probably the most annoying thing of this. Oh, wow. This is still... I'm still, like, super far from... I knew this was going to be annoying, but this is really annoying. I could have... The other option was to just clear all of the stone out and then run the sweepers again, but I didn't want to do that. Am I like in the block? What is happening? I'm in some weird state here. There we go. So I'll just do a bunch of rows of sand. And hopefully that will get us to a good spot. I'm still not 3, am I? 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, I'm 1 away. I'm going to use all the sand in my inventory for doing this. Boop, boop. Just this one little section. We got to make it over to there. So it's a thing. If I can get it done today, I would be very happy. 1, 2, 3. I find placing these blocks in groups of 3 is the fastest. Some reason. Zoop. Oh, sun's coming out. I had the window open all morning. It's actually been pretty pleasant here. Perfect temperature. Getting some fresh air. There we go. Okay, let's turn off the toggle for a minute. Oop, hold on 1 second. Getting a phone call. I am back. Okay. I missed a call too. Spam. What is this? Okay. Okay. Garbage. And we're back. Okay. I don't understand how I get so much garbage emails and texts that don't just go straight to the spam folder. I have plenty of spam blockers and oh my god, now what? Okay. People are very confusing. Now I just got a text message asking for somebody named Ben. I am not Ben. I am not Ben, nor have I ever been a Ben. Oh, it's so annoying. Boop. We'll clear up this sand. We have plenty of room in my inventory. But I do want to see. I don't want to go too far. Let's see here. How is this? Okay, we got one more. We'll be able to fit that in my inventory as well, and then we'll keep gridding everything out. I think I should grid it all out. Well, I don't know. I don't want to go too crazy because I really don't want to be pulling a bunch of sand out. We will see. So that wall right there, on the other side of it is a bunch of water. So we can't get rid of that one. We'll clear these ones. And then I'll use all the sand that I have in my inventory, and we'll go as far as we can, and then we'll do some more sponging of the liquids at that point. I'm picking up so much gravel accidentally. Okay, so that's the corner here. So we want to clear this whole thing. I should be doing the torch technique here. I don't know why I'm not. These are so high at this point. Oh, it's not my offhand. I'm like, why isn't it going? Poop, poop, poop. Give me torch back. I mean, maybe they're not that high. At what point is the torch technique mandatory? What is the height constraints that you're like, okay, torch, as opposed to, okay, just shovel it? There's got to be a rule to that. Anything over, I don't know, 30 blocks gets the torch? Maybe that's the way to go. I'm not sure. Okay, gravel. We'll put you down somewhere because I don't know where I picked you up from. Okay, we got plenty of room in my inventory, and oh no! No! I've done the wrong thing. Wait, what was I doing that I was over here? I totally did not pay attention to where I was trying to break stuff down. This is it, right? Yes. This is what we need to do. This last little section should put us on the correct path here. Okay. Yep, this is the last little bit, and then we'll be cleared up from what we've currently sponged. Boop. See, one reason I am thinking I do want to use tools and just break this down is because I wouldn't mind having some of the resources I'd get out of it. TBD. Okay, what do we say? 50? Oh, I shouldn't have broke down the center bit. Grr. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25. Okay, so I want to go here. Maybe I should do the whole cross section if I can. I don't think I'll have enough to do the whole cross section actually. To get all the way over there? Doubtful. I should try it though. I should try it. Let's go. Let me just double check right here. I'll go here. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we could at least get to the other side. Sneak toggle on. With just 3 high, that would be good. Because then we at least won't run into the issue of knowing where this line needs to be in the future. Even if it doesn't go all the way up, we could increase its height per round. Okay, so here, 1, 2, 3, boop, 1, 2, 3. Let the first one fall. Up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, well, we made it. That wasn't too bad. We got plenty. We'll do this and then we'll do the lines. Okay, I need to shift. Oh. Cool. Next row. This was just 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. This is such a gargantuan project. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes the crouch toggle does get a little weird. I gotta be careful with how I use it. Come on, get across. 1, 2. Don't know what's down there. That might be a pain to fill in. 1, 2, 3. Okay, get some air. It's almost nighttime, but I think we can do one more run. Boop, boop, boop. It's a good thing I had all that sand. Definitely makes it easier. Just using that to do this. Okay. It's still not the right height though. 1, 2, 3. We'll have to do one more pass, I guess. How are we doing on blocks though? We're good. We're good. We could always sponge out the first section if we don't want to go grab more sand. Come on. I think once I clear this all out, I'll make a final determination on if I'm going to just blow that section up or dig it out. But we got to get everything drained first. I really don't know what I'm going to do about the section that goes down to deep slate. That one area is just gonna be so annoying. Okay, we got plenty of blocks. I don't know that I have enough to do another grid, but we'll see. Back up there. How's my wings doing? My wings are good. Wings are good today. A lot better than yesterday. Whoa. See, okay, so sneak would be good because I'm going to just keep doing that. Boop, sneak. Amazing. So yeah, I'm going to be streaming until probably 3 o'clock. When Scar is supposed to stream. I don't know. I think Tango is probably going to stream around the same time. if he's going to be watching Scar do some runs, but definitely want to make sure I check those out today. Okay, so that is the cross section. I don't think I have enough sand to do this. So we'll clear this out and then just keep hopscotching it over, I guess. Boop, 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 and boop. Just a couple little segments. There. Oh God. There. The 3 is a little bit easier to empty, I feel. And there and there. I just got this little bit here that's really high. There. Cool. I want a super sponge. I want a sponge that does like a 10 by 10 area. That would be cool. Whee! So I was giving my like super goofy ideas about what could be in the next update for Minecraft based off of the Minecraft live video. And I noticed something interesting in that video, and it probably means nothing, but I like to play and make goofy speculation. But one of the big things that they had is during a lot of the transitions with the text and stuff, they put like a lot of the biomes and structures and stuff on various floating islands and behind the text and whatnot. So my first thought was, wouldn't it be cool if the portal in the ancient city opens up to a skyblock world? And that's what that was like wait a minute, hold on, I got to think about this more. And then I kind of extrapolated it further, and then I was like, wait a minute. Bunch of islands behind a bunch of text. We already have a bunch of islands. Could they be hinting at an end update with all of these like islands floating by? Who knows? I don't think you could really speculate anything from those videos, but kind of fun to think about where they're gonna go. It is nice to know that we will have that information, or I guess we'll have a part of that information in a month, because if they do what they did last time around, there were a lot of features that got announced later. So I'd be very curious to see if like we get any big information up front. The Minecraft Live last year really didn't have a ton of the big stuff. Like if you consider cherry biomes big, that didn't come out till almost, I don't know, 3 months before the end. Before it was released, maybe 4. Like I feel like they waited a while to release that information. And things like armor trim and stuff weren't released till much later on too. So we may not know the true scope of the next update for months after Minecraft Live, which is slightly obnoxious at the same time, not knowing like what's going to be the big thing. I'll be curious to know if they do like a stricter theme this time, because I feel like last time they didn't have a name because there were so many, I wouldn't call them disjointed features, but the features in the last update were kind of all over the place. Where I guess they could be like, okay, well, we know we're doing the end, so we'll just go straight for, yeah, it's an end update, good luck. As opposed to this last one, which was like, yeah, it's a little bit of this, it's a little bit of that. We're doing a lot of little things. That, don't get me wrong, I still think it was a great update. I think there were a lot of really cool things that got added. My favorite, I can't even decide if it's the hanging sign or the pots, but still, I really like this update. But I do wonder if they're going to have a more focused update this next time, if they'll have a title and a theme already picked out, as opposed to this last time where it was like, we don't know yet, you know. So it could make for a very different Minecraft Live this year if they already are like, yeah, we know what we're doing. No question. We know this one's going to be this specifically focused update. Which, to a degree, I think would be better. I think it was an interesting transition for people to have to suddenly switch and go, okay, so we're just getting a lot of weird little stuff after updates that potentially had like big specific themes, like the wild update, the caves and cliffs update. This one was like, here's a bunch of things update, which, you know, not a problem, but it's just a harder marketing strategy to pull off. So we'll see. October 15th. Can't come soon enough. So much sand. Inventory's doing good. We're doing well. I don't want the gravel. And we'll be able to, I think we will be able to, yeah, we'll be good. We're also going to be, I guess, picking up a bit extra sand each time from the cross sections too. But I think I'll just do one at a time. I only have 15 sponges left. So after I break this down, I'm going to have to go to the nether and dry all those sponges out. I do need all of the sand because we'll probably need every last bit of it for the next grid line. Cool. It is good that we have so much sand from the initial filling in process here. Okay, that's the cross section. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Boop, boop. All fixed. Okay. Oh, yeah. So I think after I get all of this drained, I think I will take a break from this for a bit and work on the dirt farm. Millie, how's it going? Nothing like a good ocean drain. Okay, so this one though is like next level ocean drain. Like just for scale. Hold on, let me just make sure I'm not leaving any sand behind here, and just show you a quick little look. So, you know how big an ocean monument is. You know, people oftentimes they'll do ocean monument drains. That little thing in the middle right there is the ocean monument. That's the ocean monument. So, I don't know. I would say 10 times bigger than that, if that's the ocean monument. Yeah, I would say probably 10 ocean monuments fit inside this, if not a little bit more. The crazy part is the majority of this drain has only taken me like a day and a half because the ocean sweepers over there pulled all the water down to this level for me, which made this so much easier. That's the only section that's kind of a pain. Just because of the terrain, it was a little bit difficult to get it all the way to the bottom. But I swept the majority of the ocean down to here, which has made draining this fairly simple. Easily 10 times. I've only done one so far, and that was enough. Yeah, see, automation. If it weren't for the automation of those water sweepers, this would have been impossible. I wouldn't have done this whole thing if I hadn't have been able to figure out how to do this somewhat automatically. It would have been impossible. So really this section over here that I'm working on that's like a little deep is the only part of this that's like slightly a pain in the butt. Everything else really hasn't been that bad overall. We'll see how I feel when I'm actually done draining it. It could still get crazy. There's one area that goes all the way down to deep slate over there. There's like a huge aquifer. I haven't decided how I'm dealing with that yet. That might be annoying because it's super awkwardly shaped. So I don't know. That could be crazy. But the goal is this whole thing is going to eventually be it'll first step it'll be a giant perimeter. And there's some flying machine designs out there that will actually break bedrock. So the whole thing is going to be like opened up to the void underneath. And then I have an idea for this absolutely giant mega build city thing that's going to go on top of it that like looks down in the center to the void. It's a thing. Ideas have happened. I think for the most part, I've got a good portion of it mapped out. It's just how long eternity is, and if I have eternity to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So next one goes here. Yep, and they're back. Cool. So let's turn on sneak toggle again. Down we go. See, I think the sneak toggle to keep me lower in the water and move around in the water is super nice. Having to hold sneak just to get to the different elevations, it hurts my pinky. It really does. I don't know. Oh, I don't want to do with that. We'll just fill this kind of in like that. Level it out. Yeah, okay. So many weird like collapsing caves and aquifers and stuff under here I gotta deal with. Wasn't there one like over here, or was that no, I guess it's going to be that one right there that I'm gonna have to deal with eventually. Take me down, skipper. 1, 2, 3. There was a faster technique for like insta placing blocks. I don't remember what it was. It's too bad I can't reach down to there to do it. 1, 2, 3. If I could, that could be an interesting. I don't know if that would be a potion or an enchantment. I would like a longer reach enchantment. That would kind of be cool. That would make doing some of this kind of stuff super nice. It would stink in PvP if you had that and the other person didn't, but that would actually be a really, really cool enchantment to have. Super reach. 1, 2, 3. Part of me wants to just empty this out before I go to the other section. There's a redstone technique with pushing sand I've seen done too. Yes, there is. There most definitely is. So, I'm not doing it because I've done it too much, but see this contraption here? So I have, and how I made the, there was a trench that got made here and another trench on the other side where the machines got built in. Those trenches were done with an automatic, absolutely insane that this even worked, but it was an automatic sand duping conveyor belt. And basically I had a way where I was duping sand in the end and then transporting that back to the overworld and having it automatically fill out each side of this. And this whole conveyor belt system is how I was doing that. So I could definitely do it with that kind of a system. But I feel like I've overdone it with that at this point. And since these are kind of like really small runs, it's like I should just do it by hand at this point. But yes, I do know of that system. and the crazy ways you can exploit it to do even more massive things. Okay, so here is the next one. It is absolutely nuts, all the things you can eventually like automate. Oh, I don't have this on anymore. It's like, why am I floating around? Controls. Oh, no, I thought no, it is toggle. No, hold, toggle. Not worth it for little stuff. Yeah, exactly. It's like, for how small of an area this is. Now, I guess it is also all perspective. Like, is this small? Like in my head, this is small, but at the same time, it's like, oh, maybe it's not small considering how big like an ocean monument is. For all I know, the area I could be doing over here is the same size of an ocean monument, but because of how much I've already done, I'm like, oh no, this isn't that big. No way. Compared to like the size and scope of the whole thing. No. So this is 50 by 50-ish at this point? Yeah, this is way bigger. An ocean monument is way bigger than that little area over there. And these other areas are only like 3 blocks deep for the most part. It seems as big as that, but it doesn't feel as big as that. I don't know how to explain it. One of those weird perspective things. Okay, crouch. Oh, it's still too tall. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Cool. It's really hard. Like, the bigger projects I do, the more difficult it is for my brain to, I guess, process where something is difficult or not because of how everything just keeps scaling up. It's weird. My mind is definitely of a very different opinion with how far I've gotten with this. At the beginning, I probably would have done this totally automatic. But now that I'm here, I'm like, nah, I'm good. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay. We're almost done with this run, and then we need to go and dry out some sponges. Okay. Options, controls, sneak hold, switch it back. Did you watch Doc's latest video? The last one I watched was the one where they actually said no on sand duping. Yes. Yeah, I did see that. Yes, I did. Which, hey, if you know, that's up to them. For the longest time, I didn't realize that they would have an issue with sand duping, and I don't know if it's because I feel like maybe he did something like that in season 6 or something. I swear at some point he did sand duping as well. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. So it doesn't change my opinion. This Friday will probably be his decked out runs. The only decked out run I've saw of his so far was when it was from Tango's perspective, and he fell in the ethereal hole, as they were calling it. Probably has brought it up several times. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like, I get it. I totally get it, and I feel like it shouldn't be completely outright banned. In my opinion, I think it's all a matter of what it's being used for and how you're using it. I don't know. I think until they make it renewable, though, with how much it's being used, it should be fine. But I get it for people who have done crazy sandstone builds by having to mine it all themselves. Millie, I've watched every single Tango stream since Decked Out came out, and I think I've watched every video so far. If I hadn't seen it in his stream, I am very much so currently obsessed with the Decked Out world. It's been great. Yeah, I think I'd rather see them add a data pack to make husks drop sand or something, but that would confuse viewers. Yeah, it's really it's super weird. Like they just I really hope they just come up with a way to make sand renewable, and then fix the glitch. You know, I think I would be. Is it thunderstorming? I think it's thunderstorming. That is a very dark sky. It's also nighttime actually. I think that would be the best way to go about it. Because then you're fine. Then you don't need sand duping. Same. I was watching them too. Not that I understand most of it. It took me a while, honestly, to finally get the game and understand how it worked. But that's the third one. Block. But I have watched enough of his development streams, and I've watched his streams where like Zed has been doing a lot of testing on it and stuff. Honestly, the ZF testing streams have been the greatest for me to like learn and understand the game. That's really those because they go into more advanced things, and advanced decks is how I figured out how the game is to be played. I never was around to see much of the first decked out. So like I didn't watch his perspective enough. So any of my information watching this is pretty fresh from his side of the world. Oh, I get the game. It's based on a real life board game. It's his. Oh, okay, that's fair. I wasn't sure. That makes sense too. Because like the game honestly confused the heck out of me the first couple times I was watching it because I didn't understand it. It was like TCG. It took me like probably a solid week to truly understand how to play that game. The Redstone, there are definitely some. You know what? Hold on. Oh, I can't do it right now. There's definitely some very interesting Redstone stuff in there that I don't 100% understand. I was talking with Encrypted about this earlier. He has this system that I keep seeing in his, like when he's down in the guts of this thing, where he has an observer facing into an oak tree with like a torch next to it. And I'm guessing, and I'm assuming at this point it's a pretty good guess, that is actually a randomizer, and that the observer is detecting whenever the oak tree tries to grow. Even if it can't grow, it knows that it's trying to, which blew my mind. I haven't tested it to know for sure that that's exactly what it's doing, but I can't imagine what else it would be doing. So there's like weird stuff like that he has going on that I'm just like, okay, that is a very interesting way to do a randomizer thing. I guess I could, with Carpet Mod, like test it out and do a tick warp thing and figure it out that way. But there's a lot of very interesting mechanics in there that I really like. What is this? This is garbage. Okay. So yeah, his redstone stuff is crazy. It's also fun watching his streams when he was developing it and like how much he'd interact with the chat to like figure out some things. That was also really cool to see. Hopefully it'll be playable on the download. Oh, they're totally making it playable on the download. 100%. They keep talking about that a lot because like he's talked about Skiz getting a download to be able to play it and Mrs. Tango getting to play it. I think that's going to be a priority of theirs to make sure that it's 100% playable on the download. And what's cool is Tango's also, I'm pretty sure he's an op or has the ability to go op and do administrative stuff on the server because he has the ability to directly reset the server. I've seen it happen before on his streams when stuff goes janky. So I have a feeling him having that level of I don't know, interaction with it is going to make sure that it's definitely good to go. Yeah, I need to throw that in my redstone testing world somewhere. See what it does. Yeah, I really, so I've just been kind of lazy about this, but I need to switch my creative world over to Fabric. I need to get Axiom installed on it, and I need to get the Carpet Mod installed on it. And then I'll be good to go. What am I doing with this? Okay, we're just gonna pretend this doesn't exist for now. Yep, we're just covering it up with sand. Bye-bye. Okay. So that way I can really do more stuff on my creative server. I just haven't. I haven't needed to do anything like super nuts since I was messing around with the dirt farm stuff. I don't think I've been on the creative server in a while, honestly, since then, because I just haven't had anything I need to figure out. The most I've done is gone on there just to remind myself how to line up some of the water sweepers. But besides that, I really haven't touched my creative server in a bit. I've just been so entrenched in getting this done now. Once everything was working, it was kind of like, okay, well, now I just got to focus on doing it. And this is definitely taking quite a bit of time. It took longer to build the sweepers and get all of that ready than the actual like drainage process, which I guess makes sense. I recorded it all. So I'm like super tempted to eventually make one giant time lapse of this whole thing. Zoop. Okay, let us dry out our sponges and do the next section. I've been really loving having Bobby mod on here and the that fog mod. The farther view distance, render distance, and just the way the fog looks is so cool. Being able to see from the whole like perimeter and seeing as far away as like my village with this thing is amazing. It looks so good. Being like at the far end, like once it renders in, and just how the fog falls off over there, over there, over there. It just looks so nice. Hard for me to live without long distance viewing mod now. I know, right? What is mine set to? Hold on. I forget what I had it set to even. 40 chunks. My render distance is constantly at 40 chunks. Yeah. I could probably stretch it further than that, but I found 40 chunks is what looked good to me. I don't feel a need to go crazier than that. But yeah, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I haven't downloaded the mod that B-Dubs was using for the clouds yet. Oh yeah, it's a game changer for sure. Wish they'd give vanilla that option. Yeah, I think it's just because it can't be supported by a wide variety of computers. They won't do it. You know, they'll keep bumping up performance updates and stuff, but being able to do something like Bobby mod in vanilla, I think it's just like if you don't have a good computer, and you try and activate it, it ain't gonna go well for you. So don't want to give anybody too fair advantage like that. Unless they can like optimize the game eventually to be able to support further view distance so that like crappier computers can handle it, then maybe. Yeah, they missed the boat on early optimization. They've been getting better. They have been getting better. The light engine update with 1.20 I think was huge. I do feel a lot of servers that are on 1.20 have worked a lot better. So they're slowly going back and fixing stuff. Will it ever get to a point where like you could have a render distance of 40 chunks? Don't know. I don't know that they'll be able to get that crazy with it, or figure out a way to add that. And it's also like, besides people who are super into content creation or like play regularly, those are the people who really notice it are the people who just go get the download and do the mod, honestly. And those are the people who will get a good computer so that they can do that. But I think your average player doesn't need it. Doesn't need it, probably doesn't even notice it, honestly. So I see why leaving it in the mod world makes sense for the time being. So Millie, are you excited for Minecraft Live? Did you see the announcement and the drop today? What are your thoughts? What do you think of the video? I was spouting some of my ideas. They had the floating islands in the back of each of the text breaks. So I was like, ooh, the ancient city portal is going to open up to a skyblock world. Awesome. And then I was like, no, that doesn't make sense. Islands. Think about it. Maybe it's a hint that it's going to be an end update with all the little islands of floaty things. One can hope and dream. But I was thinking, like, there wasn't anything in the last Minecraft Live announcement video from last year that actually tipped off what was in Minecraft Live. So I'm doubting that there's any hints in this one. I hope it's an end update for sure. If those little islands are a hint, awesome. That's the only hint that I could think they would mean. But I highly doubt that. But yeah, definitely not enough hints in this. No. And I'm kind of bummed. They said they're waiting till October before they even start dropping the mob vote stuff, which I don't remember if it was like that long of a wait last time, or if they started the mob vote stuff like a week after announcing Minecraft Live. I'd have to go back and see. But now we just sit with the announcement for 2 weeks without anything, which is kind of a bummer. I would have liked them to have started announcing mobs next week. I'm impatient. We knew before the mob vote happened. No, I know we knew before the mob vote happened. I just don't remember how far before. Like, they're saying we're only going to know 2 weeks before the mob vote this time what the mobs are. I swear last year we started to know earlier. I thought we knew like almost a month before, not just 2 weeks before. I could be wrong. I feel like it was more like a month too. Yeah, I feel like they started announcing them literally a couple days after the Minecraft Live thing was announced anyway, but it's fine. At least we know now when Minecraft Live is coming, and it's really not that far off from when last year's was. I was getting nervous because it's like I think they announced it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess it was only 5 days later than they did before. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I posted something when it had been a year since the last announcement. I was like, where is it? Announce? I want to know. It's been a year. I guess I could give them a couple days leeway. I really hope, though, that they don't put the villager changes in this update. I think they need a lot more time to figure that out. If they put these villager changes in the next update, I think they would have to do something really big with the update. Like, okay, if they did an end update and they we're going to know. If they did an end update and they put the villager stuff in an end update, I think that would be really smart on their part, because it's like, here's something shiny, and here's something that the community doesn't like, but we're putting that in too. Like the idea of trying to I don't know, soften the blow with like a pretty big update like that would be pretty funny to me. And I could totally see them doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the next row here. Boop. Did I dry those out? I did. Okay, so we're ready to go the second we do this. Oh, all that gravel? more underground things. Great. I mean, the bundle's been kept experimental since the initial Caves and Cliffs update was announced. Like, so they could always keep it experimental for a very long time. Nothing saying they can't just go, you know what? We're just gonna leave it here. We don't know what to do. I gotta watch Izuma's video. He posted something the other day on his like ideas for doing a rebalance of the villagers, and I'm curious to see what his concepts were. He comes up with interesting concepts. Like his inventory mod was very interesting to me. Smokey, have I gotten further than you thought I would? Huh? You thought take me months to drain this thing out. Posh. I'm gonna be done by this weekend, bro. How? What do you mean how? It was mostly automated. Those machines I was building is what did the hard work. You know what I mean? That's why I was doing those. They took it down, and I've just been doing the last little bits. Bro, you've been grinding this whole week. Okay, so legitimately, it only took me like a day and a half to get rid of the water. The machines, hold on, let's switch this. The machines brought the water down to this level. So the majority of this is super shallow. It only took a day. Once I had all these built, it only took like a couple hours of those going back and forth. But because it's all so shallow, at least the majority of it, took no time at all to actually sponge it out. I watched his video, but I couldn't tell you anything that he said. You need to go watch it again and actually pay attention. I've still been using the item swapper mod. You have been. So, like, I have not. But I think it's because I just, it's annoying to have to put it on the server and keep up with the updates on it. Wait, sneak toggle. That's crazy. Dude, I'm grinding it. Now, admittedly, the stuff you've seen, the actual drainage spot, I was really bored yesterday, but I did do it in a day. But it was probably like 8 in the morning to 10 at night last night that I was working on that. So it was a solid amount of time doing the actual drainage section once the machine's cleared. It's been a bit buggy for you lately, though. Yeah, see, I think I'm gonna keep waiting. You know, I really wonder if they will ever actually do anything to deal with inventory. Every time I see, and I don't know if he's posted actually lately because it's been a little toxic, the SciCraft snapshot discussion Discord, but when he was posting on there, he always said like it's not a super high priority, the inventory stuff, for the majority of players. So it's not like they're working on something, but it's not like a priority for them to get it done because it's just not enough people who actually want it. Hold on, my height is wrong here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But yeah, I think the goal is going to be get the whole thing finished being drained by this weekend. I'm not going to go as crazy as I did yesterday because it's just not enough to do. I think I've got my process down enough that I don't need to go super crazy, but get it done by this weekend and then take a break before I start doing the blasting to bedrock. Work on the sand, not the sand, the dirt machine. It's really not a difficult process doing this. Just takes time. Yesterday when I was doing this, Smokey, I was listening to a bunch of streams from the Hermitcraft server, and that gets me through it pretty quick. Not sure if bugs are from item swapper or something else I've got installed conflicting with it though. I don't want to get used to a system and then they introduce their own and then I feel like I've put too much brain power into something that I'm not going to use because I will always rather defer to an in-game system. What's up, Smokey? What is up? What's going on? 1, 2, 3. Nikki was on earlier actually helping me do some grid work too. So I will say I've had a little bit of help with this from other people. Did you see No Man's Sky? It's like Starfield. You mean the other way around? Starfield is like No Man's Sky? I saw that Starfield is like No Man's Sky. Yeah. Will I play it? I've been on the edge I've been on the edge of playing Starfield. Um, I've seen a lot of reviews of it. Uh, there are some interesting mechanics with it. My problems are story based. It's not about the price. It's not about the price at all. Some of it is it's the story based loop progression seems very boring to me. It's find a lot of stuff, shoot a lot of people, continue. Find a lot of stuff, shoot a lot of people, continue. There's nothing really interesting to me that I've seen so far. No like interesting puzzles that you have to solve to figure stuff out. No, the mechanics of it are at the end of the day somewhat basic in the progression of the game. And I think that's why I'm not super interested in it. Now, granted, No Man's Sky was like that at the beginning too, but there was something interesting about the infinity of exploration that I really liked. This, I don't know. It's not quite there yet. It's been 6 years and 600 hours of content in development. It's okay, but so yes, 600 hours of content, but you know how much story there is? The story is only like 40 hours. The story is actually not that long. There's a bunch of like side little things you could do in here, but the actual main story itself, I don't feel like they invested enough time into. And I fear that similar to when I played Skyrim, I'll get through the story really quickly, and then I'll be like, yeah, I don't have enough motivation to do the side quests and stuff because it's not like there's any interesting mechanics or anything different going on there. It's still find stuff, shoot stuff, done. You know what I mean? Like there's not a really good mix and match of stuff. But did No Man's Sky have a good story? I actually really liked No Man's Sky's story. I even as of day one, No Man's Sky did have a story. It was a short story, but that wasn't necessarily the point of the game. But it did have a really good story. I only have 18 left, so I'm going to clear that out and then do those. Do you even remember what the No Man's Sky story was, Smokey? Did you beat No Man's Sky? I mean, not that you could really beat it, but did you get through the main storyline of No Man's Sky? Wee zoop. I still consider No Man's Sky in my top 3 favorite games of all time. Oh, I don't want to lose that, but there seems to be a little hole here. Boop, boop, boop. I have, but don't know how. Just been playing it the past week. No Man's Sky you've been playing? So you do know what the story is there. So I do find that story to be super interesting. I think, one thing that Starfield doesn't have that maybe they should have had is like the basics is you find some alien artifact and you got to figure out stuff about the alien artifact, right? But like you don't ever meet any aliens in the game. But I can't find anything about a story. I only follow missions. You've only been following missions in No Man's Sky. So have you met Artemis yet or any of that stuff? You probably haven't even gotten to the story then if you've just been doing missions. The Artemis quest line is probably where the story really starts to take off for me in No Man's Sky. Where there's another traveler and you're trying to find the other traveler in the game. Have you gotten to that in No Man's Sky yet? You mean the space station? No. I mean you receive a distress signal from another traveler whose name is Artemis in No Man's Sky. And you basically go on this quest to try and save this other traveler. So my guess is you haven't gotten there. If you haven't, that's just a language. That's not, learning the languages is fine, but that's not really part of the story. Well, I guess it isn't to some degree, but yeah, no, there's like a whole plot in that game. And what you learn about and like trying to save that other character is really cool to me. And I think the language you're talking about is the like those were the like the robots language. They do, I don't know how to get to it. They'll only make us read text. Yes, it is all text. So if you don't like that, then that's fair. But even the Artemis quest line is interesting if you go through it, where you get transmissions from this other character, and they're like begging for help and all this other stuff. Have you met who is it, Nadia and Polo yet? Even the people who help you try and rescue Artemis. Yeah, I have a feeling you haven't gotten to the story yet. Okay, let's start over here again. Boop, 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 boop. I only made a base with a teleporter. Okay, so yeah, you probably haven't gotten to it yet, because there are a bunch of like tutorial basic missions and quests that you do to just learn how to play the game. And once you get through those is when you start to actually start the story. So you probably just haven't gotten there yet. It's kind of like how with Raft, you wouldn't necessarily know there's a story until you really start exploring and getting out there, and they don't really handhold you too much on like how to figure out that there's a story in Raft. So you just kind of gotta go with it, I guess, until you get there. But there is a story similar in scale and how long it takes to go through as Raft, I would say, honestly. But you just got to get there first. But Raft is rewarding. I found this story to be very rewarding in No Man's Sky. It makes you continue. When you get there in No Man's Sky, it'll do the same thing. But you have to get there first. Just like with Raft, you have to get there before you actually get there. In a weird way, you know what I mean? There's so much you have to go through before you even can start doing the story in Raft. Or at least that was my opinion. That was my opinion of Raft. I felt the progression of gameplay was similar. The only difference in No Man's Sky, and why I think I put so many more hours into it, was the variety of planets and game mechanics were a bit more in depth, I feel like, in No Man's Sky, especially ones like the hardcore base building and farming came in. Now, granted, none of them are nearly as in depth as like Minecraft is, but it still felt more in depth than what Raft was. But doesn't it get boring? Doesn't what get boring? No Man's Sky? No Man's Sky eventually did get boring for me, which is why I ended up on Minecraft, because there is a limit at the end of the day to what you can do outside of base building in No Man's Sky. Now with Minecraft, I don't find there to be any limit, because you have so many different aspects to the game. You have farming, you have base building, you have contraption design, you have so many different elements, and all of those elements can be executed in so many different ways that it keeps it always interesting for me. Where once I had a base, had some cool farms, and made a cool base, I'm like, okay, but I don't want to just keep making bases. Like, what else is there to do? I can't reinvent the wheel here unless I'm reinventing with bases, and I don't want to do that. Or this. Always something different. Save the world. I don't know why you post what base, but raft is rewarding and makes you continue, but doesn't it get boring? Save the world? Eh? I missed something there. Save the world got boring way quicker. Now, granted, I did put a lot of hours into Save the World, and I would say that's probably in my top 10 games. That was really fun. But you mean Save the World, not Minecraft? What do you mean? I mean Minecraft. Oh, after No Man's Sky? So I played No Man's Sky while I was playing Save the World. I just didn't stream it that much. The only time I streamed it is when like other people got into it, but I continued playing No Man's Sky in the background even during Save the World. So I would say I started playing Minecraft after Save the World because I never really stopped playing that until I started playing Minecraft. Where I feel like I started to get out of Save the World even a little bit before I got super addicted into Minecraft, because there's only so much. After I beat it, there was only so much I was super into in that game, you know. So yeah, I would say I played Minecraft after Save the World, especially in terms of like just type of video game. Open world sandbox games, 100% I would say Minecraft. Minecraft stopped me playing Save the World. For sure. Actually, did we play? I don't remember the order of things, but I feel like No Man's Sky, when that update came out, I was still playing Save the World, and I did do a bunch of those streams then. I don't think it was that I switched to streaming some No Man's Sky while I was in the Minecraft phase. Minecraft, I feel like sandbox, you have to be creative. I don't have that. Yeah, I would say now creativity is a very large construct in my what happened there? In my opinion. So like you do need to be creative, but you don't necessarily need to be creative in like one specific area. You know, there's people who are creative in terms of like making super artistic builds, but then there's people who are creative in like engineering and designing interesting things, which to me is just as creative as somebody who can make a really pretty house. So yes, I would say you are correct. You do need to be creative if you want to play Minecraft. But I think that creativity can vary. If you look at, I don't know if you've ever watched MCC Championships or if you've ever played on MCC Island. I still think those kind of gameplays, which are doing movement mechanics, PvP stuff, all of that still takes some kind of creativity because you're constantly problem solving. How do I beat this person? How do I get around this obstacle? So I do think that Minecraft has a huge variety of ways that you can be creative. Oh yeah, I saw though. Wait, did you ever play on MCC Island? And did you like any of that stuff? Because I feel like MCC Island taps into a different side of people who are creative. It taps into the more PvP, athletic side of people. And competitive side too. No, I only saw Dream play that in COVID. Oh yeah, he played in MCC Championships. Basically, so the group that did that, they actually released a version of it for the public that people can play on. And that's called MCC Island. And it's fun. It's definitely fun. And it tests different aspects of how good you are at Minecraft. I know people who are like addicted to playing on MCC Island just because they want to get better at PvP or better at parkour or anything. There's a whole, I mean, I thought you were super into the parkour stuff. There's an entire thing on MCC Island that's all parkour. So if you ever got on MCC Island, you could do some of the parkour stuff. They have some really difficult parkour runs on MCC Island. Kind of fun though if you're looking for other things to do in Minecraft. Or if you're just looking for other things to do in general. Just like from a gameplay perspective, it opens up a bunch of different things to do. If you're like, I don't know what to play, go play on MCC Island. I used to the spiral map? Huh? I don't know what that means. I'm not sure what the spiral map is. Was that a huge parkour map or something that you downloaded at one point? The famous parkour one? The famous parkour. There's a famous Minecraft parkour map? I have never heard of that. I guess probably because parkour was never something I was good at. I never really sought it out, but that's kind of interesting. Their parkour map is very difficult though. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this section is super annoying. This section is super annoying. Oh, would it be faster to just make a flying machine? Ugh. Now, can we do the events like the last 3 years ago? If I had more people watching and hanging out like we did back then and who were active on the server, I would. But not enough. Not enough people interested. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, I don't remember the last time like Tokyo was on to finish her base. You know. So I just kind of focus on my stuff and enjoy when other people come on and do things. Like Nikki and Kat, when they come on. It's fun to see what they're working on and stuff, but there's just not enough of it to do an event kind of thing. You're talking like when we did the giant Christmas village in season 1? Yeah, I don't even know where Tim is these days, but it is what it is. I'm still here. That's what you got to remember. Don't care. I still enjoy streaming. Doesn't bother me. Just changes what I necessarily do. You know what I mean? I will focus on these kind of projects, which is fine. The Christmas one was fun. What did we do? We did the creative one too. Why change? Why change? Why change what? Why change what I do? Because certain things involve a certain level of interest, and if that interest isn't there, I'm not going to waste my time doing it. You know what I mean? I'm going to do things that are more interesting to me, and if it interests other people, great. But it doesn't interest me to put on an entire event for you. You know what I mean? No offense. If there was like a, Tokyo, Tim, Yixa, Merp, Pudding, Clone, all those guys, then sure. Then I would be way more interested in doing something like that. But, I haven't seen any of them but for the server. But it's just I think you'd be the only one that would show up. I don't see a need for it. Which is fine. Like when they came back, they can see that. That would be assuming that they would come back. The last one was the building one. Yes, we did the creative challenge day where me, Vicky, and Tokyo were judges, and we had all you guys do your creative builds. That was a fun one. That was a fun one. Also, you gotta remember, COVID's over. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people, just in general, the number of people on Twitch has slowed tremendously since COVID was over. So that has changed things. Why does it feel sad? It feels sad because it's something that happened at a specific point in time that doesn't exist anymore. It was like, this was a moment in time that you'll remember. You know what I mean? It's just how things work in life. It's not a big deal. You adjust. You do different things, and you do things that you enjoy doing, you know? Okay, there we go. So now we got to do that back section. I think it feels sad for you because you miss it. It's the missing of that time that is what makes you sad. You have a nostalgic feeling for a bygone era. Good days. This is probably my last year in school. Wow. Okay. Yeah. People growing up too also changes things. You're going abroad. Wait, hold on. Are you going abroad or gone to a boarding school? I'm very confused. Boarding school or abroad? Travel outside. Boarding school, abroad. You're traveling abroad. Do you know where you're going yet? Are you going anywhere cool? Anywhere fun? Have you figured that out yet, or is it too soon to know? I'm doing a different technique here for placing the sand. I wanted to do something different to mix things up. Oh, what time is it? Oh, I got half an hour. Cool. I think in the UK, but I don't know which city. Dude, you'll have to tell Tim and Yixa. Be like, yo, I'm gonna be in the UK. Come say hi. I don't know if you saw in Discord, Tim is now doing a job actually related to what he was going to school for, which is really cool. Okay. I think this is another good way to do this. Okay, we got this row done. We're getting there. This is a very slow process. I probably better ways to have done this section. Oh yeah, I couldn't hear me for a second. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's getting dark. Zoop, let's sleep. Because this is a giant mob farm. This is a giant mob farm at night. Zoop. Yeah, if you go to the UK next year, that could be really fun. Have you ever been to the UK before? I know you've traveled, but I don't know if you've ever said you've been to the UK before. Oh my god, I'm having problems placing blocks. Okay, give me my sand back. This one's gonna be kind of obnoxious. Feels even deeper. Well, let's see how we do. Yeah, I think last year for my sister, she studies there. Oh, she studies in the UK? Well, that's cool. So if you go there, you won't be alone then. You'll have some family over there. Even if you're not in the same city, just knowing that somebody is like that much closer has got to be somewhat of a relief. Cuz that's so far away. Boop boop Oh God. Boop. There is something very satisfying about sponges. Boop. Yeah, the only problem is your mom. You're gonna miss your mom. Zoop, 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 zoop. Which is 100% fair. She will be calling me every 5 minutes. Oh, okay. That was not the reaction I was expecting. I see. Your mom's gonna miss you. That's the actual problem. That's funny. Yeah. If you have that kind of a relationship with your mom, that is understandable. I don't have that kind of relationship with my parents. But I could see how that could be tricky for you and her making that adjustment. That's funny. She won't be able to call you all the time though, because I'm sure time zones will make that somewhat difficult. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Don't mean I love her, but come on. No, I get it. Trust me, I understand that could be difficult. It's definitely tricky for parents when one of their kids goes far away like that. I totally get it. Are you the youngest? Are you the youngest? Because that also makes a big difference. If you're the youngest and it's going to be like an empty nest after you're gone, then I get that. I need to go get another elytra because this one's going to break soon. Oh God. Peter dupe. It gets really emotional. That's understandable. That is 100% understandable. Okay, let's have a backup elytra. Dude, Smokey, I gotta show you something crazy. Technically, but only 1 year apart from your sister. Oh, okay. So yeah. So then it'll be an empty house for then, which is understandable. That's probably the harder part of it. Okay, I gotta show you something. Do this. So I was saying yesterday is when I was doing all of this work, clearing all this out. That was the end of yesterday. I went through that many shovels, that many pickaxes, and broke that many elytras yesterday. I spent quite a while last night repairing all of that crap just to be ready to keep going. How did I not know? No, I knew. I just didn't want to keep going back and forth and repairing that stuff. I do this. I wait till this one breaks and I have a spare on me. I just didn't want to waste time going and repairing it all. So I just went through that many elytras by the end of the day doing this. Oh, I actually need to dry these out. Surprisingly, I never died because, for the most part, this was water. So whenever I was falling into water. But it's getting more and more risky. The less water there is, the more likely I will probably fall to my death in there. So I do have to be slightly more cognizant of it. But yeah, I went through a lot of elytras yesterday. A lot of flying back and forth, especially when the machines were running, because I was kind of like flying back and forth, fixing things as they were going, just to make sure nothing got too screwed up. I think that's really what did it. And surprisingly, I don't have a ton of slime chunks in here, which is good. It's really good that there's not a ton of slime chunks. It hasn't been too slimy, if you will. Zoop, zoop. Zoop, zoop. There we go. Amazing. This takes so long. If this one section wasn't here, this would be so much better. But this section's killing me. This section is so the worst. It just, because of the terrain, is so annoying. Nard, I have 17,000 channel points. You working on your next game? You working on the next game? You want me to play a game? Hey, did you see that they're coming out with like like a second, was it Door or Superliminal? One of those puzzle games that you had me play. I just saw that they're doing a new one of. Gosh, I can't remember which one it was. Oh, I wish I could remember which one it was. But they're doing a version 2 of it. If it's Superliminal, that's sick. Okay, hold on. Let's look real quick. Superliminal 2? No, I guess it's not that. The Doors? Is it this? No, it's not that. Wait. What was the other one? There was another one that you had me play. I can't remember it. It had, or maybe you didn't have me play it. It had like robots in it. Oh gosh, I can't. No, not Raft. No, it was another. Maybe you didn't have me play it. Maybe it was just something I randomly played after playing those two. It's another puzzle type game. I just saw this. Hold on. No, it's not The Witness. I was thinking it was The Witness. Is it the Talos Principle? Yeah, I guess it was this. The Talos Principle. That's what it was. Yeah, that releases in 2023. They had a trailer in May. Yeah, it's not out yet. Plan to release 2023. Yes. This is it. Very similar to those other games, though. Same kind of like crazy puzzle game. Maybe that was just something I started playing after you had me play those. But that game is very similar to the Door game. So, I don't know if you ever played the first one, but it's just really weird puzzles. I do like those games. Boop, boop, boop. So 17,000 channel points. You're not even halfway there yet. You got some time. Now, do you need to play Parably Deluxe? Parably Deluxe. Wow, can't spell. Deluxe. Oh, the Stanley Parable. The Stanley Parable. Will you play it if I give? I won't play it unless you get the channel points. If you get the channel points, I'll play it. Like right now, the only games I'm playing currently are Minecraft and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Those are it. I've generally tried, well, I guess I've been playing Genshin Impact too on the side. Not to go too crazy with playing too many games at once. How many gifts so you can play? Just save your channel points. Just save your channel points. Isn't it also like a really short game? Like I could beat it in a stream? I don't even know if it's one of those games that you can beat though, actually. Okay. Pretty good. How many more rows of this do I have to do? This is taking so long, this section. King John. Hi, it's been a while. Hello. It has definitely been a while. I don't know that name at all. Must have been a very long time. I apologize. Okay, so this row is done. I have my extra elytra. We're good. Okay, so now I do the next row. Well, hello, hello, hello. How goes it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We start here. Oh god. Okay, I got to tear this down first because I don't think I have enough sand to do that next section otherwise. Which is fine. Keeping it clean, trying to keep it clean as we go. Don't want too many of these walls all over the place. They're annoying and they don't look as good as just really weird ocean terrain. It is kind of cool seeing how the ocean terrain's coming out. Although it's a little bit of a cheat because I did do, not a cheat, but like so much of this I leveled out before I ran the ocean sweepers. I guess when I do like these, you can kind of see a little bit of the terrain in there to some degree, which is really cool. Until it's gone, until it's destroyed, and we have ourselves a complete perimeter. I think the hardest thing is going to be removing the bedrock. The bedrock flying machine removers, I really hope those still work, actually. I think the last time I saw anything about those was potentially pre-Caves and Cliffs update. Ooh, that'll be tricky if that is the case and there aren't any good working ones anymore. Those machines are so difficult to build. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it. For science. No, just for fun. Removing all of this bedrock under here is going to be probably close to the craziest thing. Besides just the actual draining of all of this. Wait, where am I? I'm confused. Where's the edge? Is it here? Yes, here. Okay. Don't want to accidentally open up the wrong row and deal with the water spilling out from there. Okay, cool. Clear all this sand. Could use the torch, but no. There is something fun about just zip doing it that way. I am killing my durability on my shovel, though. It's fine. Sand, go away. Nard, if you don't stream a lot in September and October, I will be sad, all right? I've been pretty consistent, Smokey. I've been doing 3 days a week for a hot minute now, I feel like. And as long as I don't have any work come up, and I don't think I will, considering things haven't looked very good with the strike, I'll still be doing the 3 days a week. For sure. For sure. Oh, let's plug that hole. Okay, cool. We're good. I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to be getting off soon, though, because there is another stream happening today that I really want to watch. I think. Is he still streaming? Hold on, let's see. Well, that stream hasn't started yet, but when it does start, I do want to go watch that stream. Okay, so we got to do this section over here. Good Times with Scar is streaming a bunch of decked out runs today. And based on the first couple that he did, he's ridiculous. I don't know if he's just trolling or if he's actually that goofy. But I really want to watch his runs of decked out today and see how he does. I watched Impulses yesterday. He got a little tilted. After the first couple runs. He was not doing well, but he kind of made up for it took a break, and then his next couple were pretty good. But and Scar is going hardcore today, so I really curious to see how he does. I don't know if anybody's actually got through subscribe to tier 3. Thank you for the resub, Smokey. If you say so. If I say so. Do you know who Good Times with Scar is, Smokey? Have you ever heard of Good Times with Scar? If you have not, go check out his channel. No, I mean, if you stream a lot this week. Oh, I mean, this is already my second day streaming. I streamed on Monday, and I streaming today. And how did I get more sand than I can fit in my inventory? I need to get something out of my inventory. Let's get this slab. I don't know what this is doing here. And I plan on streaming again on Friday. This is a new badge. You get it? Did you get a new badge? Did you get yourself a new badge, Smokey? Yeah, see? I don't actually see a new badge. Not showing a new badge for me. Still the same 3 you had before. Are you serious? How did I get so much more sand this time? Hold on. We're going to store some of this. It has a star now? Oh, there's a star next to the slate. I do see that. Yeah, that was not there before. Huh. Interesting. Well, there you go. I didn't make that badge. I don't know what that star is. Probably because you subscribed at a tier 3, I'd say. It's the only thing I could think of. Okay, let's grab all of this. And that guy. Okay, cool. Yeah, I did for the 2 times. Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, there you go. Well, I will be back on Friday for sure. I've been trying to do 3 days a week and do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But what will I go now? What you will go? Wait, what? What you will go now? Okay, that's the 4th. I know you guys aren't seeing this, but I've had 4 different auto mod holds for promotions today. It's been an absolute atrocity. I don't know why, but it's really annoying. What will you go now? Will I go now? I'm not going for another 8 minutes. Get early. I'm going whenever Good Times with Scar starts streaming, because I really want to watch his stream. I stream. Remember, I am a content viewer first and foremost. That's what I always say. I started playing and streaming because I liked content, but I definitely started as a watcher as opposed to a creator, since my full-time job, when I have a job, is creating. So if there's somebody streaming that I really want to check out their stream, I'm going to go check out that stream. But he hasn't started yet, so I'm still going to keep going. 1, 2, 3. Are you coming to see this insanity in game for yourself? See how large and crazy this whole thing is now that it's been cleared out? T for 2. 2 for T. Yes. Oh! You were still over there. He's gonna lose his stuff. I forgot you were doing that. Oh my god. That's what you were doing the last time you were on. I totally forgot about that. No. Yeah, I was getting destroyed. Yeah, if you can get your stuff, throw it in an ender chest and then just die and get back to spawn. Yeah, you were looking for that shard. No, was it a shard? Not a shard. Trim. Armor trim. Shard. I'm watching way too much decked out. Oh no. I looked all over the chests. Well, it doesn't there is a chance that it wasn't in that one. It's like there's a bunch of different ancient cities on the server. I think it's like us I don't know, one in whatever chance that it would even spawn in the one that you're on. They made it super difficult to find. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. I forget what the percentage is, but it's definitely not an easy one to get your hands on. Boop 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 boop. Boop. Oh wait, hold on. Am I here? Yes. No. Crap. No. I hit the button. There we go. Okay, cool. Down we go. 1 2 3. What's surprising to me is that warden didn't despawn. I guess because nobody was loading those chunks when you left the server. Lucky I am kind of smart. I stashed everything. Oh, good. Good. Yeah. Do you have an ender chest? Can you get your stuff out of there? Boo, boo, boo. Yeah, if you could get your stuff out of there and just bail. Nah. Do you have enough rockets to at least fly out of there? Okay, cool. That's the right height. Because you're probably at a point, if you've gone through everything, that I will try to travel to 0 0. It's not 0 0. It's not 0 0. It's 0 1000 on this server. Remember, we moved the spawn on this server to the island. Put that in there. Why is that? If you remember at the beginning of the season, the map had this island. We did it so that way this could be our spawn island. Hermitcraft did the same thing this season. It's just sometimes you want a better spawn location. And I didn't want to do anything like super crazy. Like I think theirs isn't even on a 0 coordinate, but ours is at least still on a 0 coordinate, so it's not super janky. Nothing yet. 1 2 3. You can just do /spawn point. Yeah, I mean you can set your spawn wherever. That's how we changed it to 0 1000. We set it there. Yeah, but in this case, the map just kind of worked perfectly there. I mean, you've seen this. You've seen this map. You've seen this map on Chunk Base. This is the one that Clone found. That was like I don't know. I think this is such a great seed. I think the only thing it's missing is I would have liked some bigger mountains on the main continent. But I'm making my own, which is why I need a crazy dirt farm soon. That'll be a different project. That's mega build number 2. I have 2 mega builds I'm doing. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna have enough to do this quadrant. Oh boy, maybe I will. No, there's no way. So I've collected enough extra sand to almost... Oh, never mind. I don't know there's stack on me. Okay, so we've got 3 quadrants. Cool. Options, controls, sneak hold. Nard, please, you need to relax with the world of Mega Build. You say it so lightly. So you say I need to relax, but the thing is, I do it because if I get bored of one thing, it like gives me the ability to go do something else. Like the whole infrastructure that I had of all of the sand conveyor belts and bringing them over to the overworld from the sand duper in the end, all of that was built back, I don't know, in like April, like maybe May, super early on this year. But then I got bored of this project, and that's when I switched to doing other stuff. And then I came back to it. I just like the ability to, if I get bored of something, I can go switch gears and have a different project to work on. So I like having all the different projects all over the server so I can, kind of rotate what I'm doing if I get too bored with one thing. And then when I get bored of something else, I come back to it. Like I eventually came back to this one. Boop. Okay, here we go. And boop, 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 boop. Cool. Smokey fell from a high place. Oh no! Heights. Heights. Gotta be careful with those heights. Oh god. Oh god. Boop. That. Am I gonna have enough sponges? There we go. Cool. And boop. There we go. Oh, there's one little block there. Smokey's off in my place. Are you good? Are you in a death loop? What's going on? Did your elytra break? Like mine's going too soon? Where is this? There's one here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, I had to destroy my bed. Oh, okay. So you're good. Zoop, zoop. You found an ender chest. Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. So tactical death warp. Understood. Smokey, did you see? I mean, maybe this doesn't matter to you, but they announced the next Minecraft Live finally. Minecraft Live and whatever the new update's going to be will be October 15th is when they're going to do the announcement video or the announcement, the Minecraft Live thing. I'm very excited. Very curious to see how much they actually release and tell us at Minecraft Live. It'll be very interesting to see. A lot of speculation. Will it be? Yeah, so the way they've been doing it is in September they announce when Minecraft Live is, which is usually in October. And then in October they do Minecraft Live where they kind of tell you a few of the things that are going to be in the next update. And then the next update seems to generally happen in June. So I would say it'll probably follow a similar cycle. We'll find out in October what some of the basic things are going to be in the next update. And then once again in June, when kids are out of school for summer break, that's when they'll release it. Which is fair. It's a good update cycle. And October to June definitely gives enough time for like the snapshots to come out, people to try different features and all that jazz. You're lagging? Oh no. And he's gone. Hopefully, I would highly recommend not logging out in this area. If you can avoid it, don't log out inside the perimeter. Oh, there he goes. Good. Because if you log out inside of here, the next time you're back on, you might just fall in the void. Oh, Scar streams. I think because of chunks. I don't know. Not sure, but definitely I don't recommend standing there when you log out. Go over to the island. I loaded them way too fast. I see. When you're flying around. Scar is streaming now, so I am going to end my stream and I am going to go watch his stream. Nice Deadpool skin. So I'm going to grab my Nard, give me sponges. Wait. I'm going to keep working on this while I'm going. No, I'm not giving you any sponges. In case you log out, I need all these bad boys. Oh, and there it goes. There goes my elytra. My poor elytra. We'll put it in. Okay, I'll put them in a chest. Zoop. If you want to help, grab some sand and grit it out. That's probably the best thing you could do. Like I would say what takes me the longest is really just gritting everything together. 5x5 grids and you're good. Let's put this away. I want some sponges. You want some sponges. Go to an ocean monument. You want some sponges? Here, I'll give you some sponges. Hold on. You want some sponges? I'll give you some sponges. There you go. Not a ton. Right here on the ground. There you go. Thank you. Yeah. Work with those. You know how to dry them off, right? Put them in any of the chests on this wall over here. And when the sponges are in the nether, exactly. Okay, cool. I'm gonna stop streaming so I could go watch Scar. I will probably still be on here with you, Smokey. So if you need something, just message me. Bye for now.